I must thank the President for making me a life member of this club. There are only two other clubs of which I am life member. One is the Royal College Union, other is the United National Party. So I had to add this as a third. Let me congratulate you all on the 150th anniversary. The Coles have to be congratulated on being a part of the history of Sri Lanka cricket. From a time when Englishmen got together to form some clubs, when sailors coming in formed their temporary cricket teams, when the soldiers stationed in the barracks, including the Malay regiment, had their own cricket team, that the Coles were formed. As you said, formed as the Marylebone Cricket Club and subsequently the Coles. I don't know, Trevor, whether the Suffolks and Yorkshire Coles are still there, after whom you all have been named. Not there, okay. Like Sri Lanka, we all survived. It was once after the cricket match which was played between Coles and the boys of Royal St. Thomas's and Wesley that they decided to get together and form another club, the Sinhala Sports Club. And at the same time, the Tamil Union was formed. So we had many clubs supposed to be on ethnic lines, the Malays, the Burghers, the Sinhalese, the Tamils. But unlike the political parties, these were only names and people of all ethnic groups mixed together. Unfortunately, that has not happened in many other political parties. That's why we are in this terrible mess today. And nevertheless, your contribution is one that has to be marked in the history of Sri Lanka sports. When you look at the time that Sri Lanka came into cricket. You all have witnessed cricket from a time when some British Englishmen got together with a ball and a bat without all the rules that we have today. You have witnessed test cricket and you've gone past that now into 50 overs, into 20 overs, and the heart of cricket has moved out from the MCC back here into Asia, where you see the ICC operating not from London but from the Middle East, together with all the fossil fuels. We see the T50, the T20s, together with not the professional cricket or the club cricket we knew, but with the IPL. So cricket is a fast changing game, changing as a result of the media, such as the television, and technology is now moving the game. So this is where we are. Cricket has now even taken the main spot in the budget debate. This year's budget debate was mainly on cricket, not on the budget, which means the opposition had nothing to criticize the government and the budget about. So we fought it out. In the meantime, we lost one minister and we gained another minister. Now the minister is busy talking with the ICC how to restore the status quo. Let's hope all that gets resolved in a short while's time. While we were seated, Nishant asked me, if you have a vision for Sri Lanka 2048, why don't you have a vision for cricket 2048? Nishant, I have no vision for cricket 2048. I have a vision for cricket 2030. That is why in this budget, we have voted 1.5 billion rupees for the development of cricket at sports schools level and to help the backward provinces such as North Central Province, Eastern Province and Uva. This is not for 1 year. We will keep voting this money, and if there are results, it can even go to 2 billion a year. What are we going to do with this? What the government will do is not to get too involved in the management of cricket. That's not our business. And the new laws that come in will abolish interim committees and the powers of the minister. We will give this money, get an independent trust to handle this money to improve school cricket. Maybe the pitchers, maybe the equipment, but see in which ways. It's capital, it comes out of our capital vote. So it's meant to improve school cricket in every corner of the country. Thereafter, we can also improve the level of cricket in the different provinces. If every school, we have about 1,000 good schools in the country. If every school has a good cricket team and that cricket team is up to a certain specified standard, just look what your pool will be. We'll just keep creating the pool. We'll put in the money to create the pool for cricket, not only males but also female students to play cricket. Similarly, you can also decide what are the provinces that need to be helped. So let's bring cricket up to a certain standard throughout the country. When we talk of Western Province having cricket, it's basically a few schools in Colombo. There's nothing in Padukka. There's nothing in Kirindivella. There's nothing in Agalavat. So ensure that all schools and all students get a chance. Because cricket is a game that we develop it. We can't win in every sport. We can win in some. So we are prepared to put the money. And let's see what happens by 2030. The rest is up for the development plans which the controlling body will have, and the ministry also will have powers to develop the game, not to interfere in the game. Another project that we are working is to take the Diyagama land, I think it's now more ruins than a sports center, and develop it as a campus. So for instance, we get together with the cricket board, you do certainly the stadium can be done by them. Let's look at the schools. So let's see how we get together with the different controlling bodies and develop this into a full-time campus where sports can be developed. These are two things that we can do. Now that we are building a new economy, we are building a new society, we are looking at ahead to be a prosperous nation, let's ensure that we excel not only in our economics, but we also excel in our cricket, in the other sports. All of these means money, and the economy is money. If the game is getting commercialized, let's get into it. And if the game is getting commercialized with games, let's ensure we are on top of it. So let's certainly get together and make this trip where cricket and many other selected games will be brought up to international level, and Sri Lanka can keep winning the game. So since I have got the 1.5 billion that's being voted next year, I thought I will appoint a group of people to be in charge. I've asked Siddharth to take that over. I think Arvinda is also there. I'm asking the Chamber of Commerce to nominate a representative so they can start working from now. And let's see whether you can spend the 1.5 billion, which you will get next year after that. Thank you.